Hey, what's going on, everybody? We are live from Mindset Monday. Dave, what's happening, brother? All right, so maybe Dave
I'm
can't hear me.
feeling good, buddy. How are you, man?
Good, I'm good. How was your weekend?
Awesome. It was good, man. It was good. Got a lot accomplished at the house that needed to be done, and had some fun times with my kids this weekend. How about you, man?
Yeah. Got to hang out, spent a lot of time with family, got in the office, got ahead of some things, which is always nice to do. Um, which leads us into our topic, right? Choosing your hard. And let's face it, right? If you want to bust your ass, work really hard, and make a great life for yourself, it's not going to be easy. It's going to be hard. All right. On the flip side of that, if you don't want to bust your ass and you want to, just live in an average way, well, the average person is struggling, you know. So you're not getting away from that hard. It's just you're choosing. Do you want to do the hard stuff that's going to bear fruit? Do you want to do the hard stuff that's going to potentially set you and your family up to live the type of life that you want and you deserve? Or do you want to remain average and understand that it's still going to be hard, based on your everyday life because you're not living the life that you want to live? Dave, what are your thoughts here? Dave. All right. So Dave's gone. But I'm here. All right. I'll give you guys some specific examples. All right. This weekend, I could have spent the entire weekend out of the office doing anything else that I wanted. All right. But I knew that if I spent an extra, let's say, 4 or 5 hours Saturday morning before enjoying my weekend here, it would set me up to have a really, really good week. And that week would continuously help me reach my goals, right? And so that's really some of the differences. Or think about it like this, you know, going to the gym is hard, working out is hard, okay? You have to, there's every single day, like it's a battle. Like don't kid yourselves and think that people that work out or people that are fit or healthy love every part of that. No, they love the result. They love being healthy. They love not being sick. They love having energy. But did I want to wake up early and go through my morning routine this morning? Absolutely not. Did I want to go and sit in a cold plunge for a couple minutes this morning prior to getting my day started? Absolutely not. But I do that because it helps. I do that because it gives me clarity. I do that because, I know that by doing that, I'm going to have more energy and I'm going to feel better and I'm going to be able to perform at a higher level. Those are the things that really matter. Those are the things that are going to move the needle, right? So when you identify the hard that you have to go through and what the benefit is, just know that you're going to be doing that when you have to commit to doing that when you want to do it and when you don't want to do it. And by the way, there's very few times that I want to sit in 40-degree water at 5:30 in the morning. Okay, and then there's even less times I want to go from that 45-degree water or 40-degree water, go work out at the gym, and then get into my office a full half hour before everybody else is supposed to be here, working. But I do that because of what it allows me to do, because of how it allows me to perform, because it leads to a life that I want to get for my family. All right, Dave, you're back with us.
Yeah, sorry about all that. You got me? You hear me?
I can. Yeah, I was just going into some of the easy differences between choosing your heart, right? Being fit versus being overweight and unhealthy, right? That's an easy one.
Yeah.
Talked about breaking down. I didn't have to go to the office this weekend. I chose to go in the office this weekend to get ahead of the week because I could set myself up and set my team up to have more success. Like these are the little things that you don't see, that people don't post about, that the stuff that goes on behind the scenes, right? That you're not going to learn in a course. These are just the things that you have to do to get what you want out of everything.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you just thinking about all that now. I'm gonna give you a line that I hate that when people say all the time, because in choosing your hard, look, there's a price you're gonna pay, and it doesn't matter which side of the coin you're on. You're gonna pay dues. They're either gonna be positive dues or negative dues. But that line when somebody says it must be nice, it must be nice, right? Because you're in a spot, it's hard, the spot you're in, because life's beating you down, it's in a negative spot. But that person you're saying it must be nice to, I don't think people really understand when they say it must be nice how hard that person busted their ass to get there, right? They chose that hard. The moral of the story, the whole point is, it doesn't matter what you're going to do. Life is designed to be hard. It's supposed to be hard. My gym anthem, right, from Mobb Deep, survival of the fittest. Only the strong survive. And you think that's easy? It's hard. It's hard. It's hard to stay the same, right? Or you think it's easy, but it's hard because you're miserable, probably sitting there cracking a Bud Light, right? Eating a bag of chips and wishing, man, my life could be better, this, that, or the next thing, but you're not doing anything about it, because then the moment you think about doing something of it, then you think that's hard.
Yeah.
Hard in the progression. So it's always going to be hard. I have this discussion with people all the time. It doesn't matter what you're going to do. It's always going to be hard. You need to learn to accept that fact. And so many people don't want to. They're always looking for the easy way out. There's an easy way. There has to be a simplistic way. There's a cheat code, right? ABAB, something like, it just doesn't fucking work that way, man.
Yeah. I mean, that's a good point. There really isn't a cheat code. You're not going to separate hours and hours of work. Like, think about it. I think the metric is 2,000 hours to be a pro at something. Okay. Think about what you've spent 2,000 hours doing. Very few people have spent 2,000 hours doing anything. So for you to become an expert on it, you have to at least do that. And then you have to be able to teach that, to other people if you're someone that wants to grow and scale. Mm-hmm. All right. And what this does is, like, a lot of people stop when it gets hard, or a lot of people make a misstep and they say, oh, this isn't for me. Right. When the truth is, if you just keep going, you'll figure it out. And now you got past what I call barrier of entry, right? Think about every time you're really shooting for something, doesn't work out, but then you go figure it out. Well, that is a barrier of entry, because if you're struggling with it, other people probably have struggled with it. Okay. And the further you go, the more you push, the less people have that skill set that you've now developed. And that's where the value is, right? That's what makes you an expert. And so anyone can do it. It's just a matter of sticking with it and choosing your hard. Are you going to struggle through it enough until you figure it out and get what you want? Or did it get too hard and you turned away? All right. I'm here to tell you, just keep pushing. You got this. Like, anybody can do it. You just have to keep putting in the work and keep learning from your mistakes. Dave, you got anything else for us?
Yeah, man. Don't get to that point to where you've arrived, because you haven't arrived. The moment you arrive, you're going back to point A, and you're always going to continue, man.
That's true. There really is no, because as you're growing, you need to be expanding. And
there's no end game.
Yeah, there's no end game. And that's something that took me a while to learn. That was one of the biggest misconceptions I ever had about success, and I still fight it.
Mm-hmm. I'm with you on that, man.
That was a great point, dude.
It's hard, man. It's like, hey, a guy here, and it's like all of a sudden, then you get kicked in the face, you forget. Even by the smallest little thing, it's like, oh shit, I don't want to go back there. Actually, there's something really good we'll talk about for next week that kind of spins off of this.
All right, cool. Guys, crush the week. Appreciate you guys, and we'll catch you on Financial Fitness Friday.
Be great, y'all.